Hello, welcome to my new video. Today with The Thing, one of the best horror movies of all time and one of the best movies by the famous director John Carpenter. I will show my complete collection with several collector's editions from different countries. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my channel. That would help a lot, and activate the notification. So, I will show you the different editions of The Thing, the classical 80s movie. I have an Arrow video limited edition that was released a couple of years ago. A limited collector's edition. A VHS, it's actually not a VHS. It's a VHS range edition. One of those VHS like Blu-ray edition that were really popular in the recent years, but well, now the popularity constantly decreases of this VHS edition because it's seen as a gimmick. They are too big for what's inside, but well, I bought back then I bought several movies in this VHS range editions, like Blues Brothers or Back to the Future. Yeah, the very new The Thing Ultra HD 4K edition that was released, well, just recently. These two editions by the Turbine Media. Those are German collector's boxes, and they are simply terrific. I have two versions of them. The differences are not that great, but I will show it in detail. And well, I also have this collector's edition of The Thing, the classical movie from the 50s, which the John Carpenter's Thing is a remake of, kind of remake of. And I also will mention this thing here, Harbinger Dawn, by the special effect creators from The Thing 2011. Now at first I will show the editions one by one. It's a very nice artwork, not that imaginative. Not the artwork you would expect from The Thing. Probably something with monster. But well, here's what's inside. It's a very sturdy box. It's not the best Arrow limited edition, but at least it's a limited edition. Not all good movies get limited edition treatment by Arrow. So it has a poster, a booklet, and the movie is stored in this MRA. And as usual for Arrow, in the MRA are also some lobby cards. Some cards, in this case lobby cards with this backside. I will show all the digipacks and MRAs, all the discs, at the end of this video alongside, and I will show also all the posters together at the end of this video. Very nice lobby cards. I often wonder which movies get the limited edition treatment. Sometimes some obscure, not very well known movies get a really great big collector's editions, and some big famous movies don't. Well, Thing, yeah, it's not a very big booklet. Only about 35 pages. A soft cover book with really nice artwork though. (2011) a follow-up to The Thing was released. It was a prequel, but it's actually, it's actually like works like a remake. There are some script excerpts. It has the story has very similar structure. It doesn't really feel like like if the movie would play in the 80s. Though the movie took place in the 80s, but it didn't really feel that way. I know a lot of people don't like it at all, but to be honest, I really enjoyed it for what it was. It has some very imaginative action, some very interesting monster designs. So, all the posters and all the discs, I will show them later. Here's this 4K Ultra HD edition. It has a booklet, cards and digipack, and a poster. And there were several of those released. There were some several editions for some of the greatest John Carpenter's movies, like Prince of Darkness, The Fog, Escape from New York, and They Live. Really nice original artwork. I already showed on my channel the same edition of Escape from New York, also with Kurt Russell. Just search for it. So here's a booklet, a small booklet. To be honest, for the price, it's not as good as it could be. There are some cards and a poster, and the digipack. I will show it later. Yeah, this very nice cards with nothing on the back side. The movie flopped initially on the box office, but like Blade Runner or some other movies from that period, it got more and more attention over the years. It has a cult following. It's not really a cult movie because it's mainstream. It's a mainstream movie, one of the best horror movies of all time. The creature designs are simply incredible. It's crazy. Yeah, here's the booklet. Really small one. It's really incredible. Yeah, young John Carpenter. Really incredible what they managed to do with that limited budget in the 80s without any CGI effects. And initially the movie from 2011 was also made with some script excerpts, was also made with practical effects, but the studio here are some crazy creature designs. Studio demanded that they replace all the creature effects with CGI. Well, CGI has some advantages, but it doesn't look nearly as realistic as the practical effects. Of course it doesn't age well as practical effects, of course, because all the CGI effects at some point look like a video game. But as I said before, I really enjoy it. It would be really great if suppose there are very little footage of the deleted practical effects from the 2011 movie. It would be really great to see them. And the frustrated special effects creators have made another movie, A Harbinger Down, where they could use some of the, as far as I understood it, some of the unfinished effects that they wanted to use for The Thing 2011. Well, and I have this movie here, this Blu-ray movie, and it has nice creature effects, but unfortunately the story is somewhat disappointing. Oh, and the box isn't really sturdy. It's not. You can compare it to something like an Aero box, and here it's a little bit broken. And the reason why it's a little bit broken is, of course, I ordered it on Amazon, and their packages, their parcels are actually designed to damage the content. And the first version that they got from Amazon was smashed, and I ordered it again, and it was only slightly damaged, so I kept it. Well, it gets more and more difficult to get something undamaged from Amazon. Write me down in the comments below if you also have these problems with Amazon. It's, well, especially steelbooks. You can't really order steelbooks. I suppose 6 of 10 steelbooks that I ordered by Amazon were damaged, and I had to replace them. So the thing, I finally, it's a couple of months already that I got another version of the thing. I got it cheaply for about 30 something euros, less than the original price. It's a classical artwork, and here's the modern artwork. Yeah, this classical artwork is the usual one that you mostly see. This is the original poster, and here is this exclusive artwork that was exclusively made for this edition. In my video of Escape from New York, Escape from LA, I showed a piece of art box, German piece of art box, and it has actually it was drawn actually by the same artist. This one is simply amazing. Here the comparison of the spines. There's different art styles, and here are the back sides. The modern one. So the content of both boxes is identical. There is only one difference. The slipcover of the digipack is different. All the other content is identical. So, and this edition is jam-packed. Yeah. Outpost 31. The patch. The Thing soundtrack. Some cards with different artworks. Here's the soundtrack disc. Here's small cards with original artwork. That's a Japanese one. There is also a steelbook with this artwork. A Japanese steelbook. Extremely pricey. Yeah, with the same backside, the thing. Wish you were here. Here's the sticker that was on the box. Yeah, limited to 3,000 pieces. Yeah, includes also the prequel, like the Ultra HD edition, but I will show it later. Yeah, inside the thing, a huge book. It's not a hardcover book, but it has 135 pages, 140 pages, compared to the 35 pages of the Aero book. Well, here is the J card of the Classic Edition, and the J card of the Modern Edition, which is limited to 2,000 pieces. And as you can see here, all the content all the content is identical, except that the boxes, the J card is green and the slipcover of the digipack has different artwork. Yeah, and it doesn't make any sense to throw the J-Cut away, because on the back side is this incredible artwork. It's really disgusting, but fascinating nonetheless. Suppose it's the concept artwork. Simply crazy. And it's the same on both editions. So here are the posters, and not single-sided, two big double-sided posters. Here's also a book, Who Goes There? That's the novel the thing is based on. And here's the digipack. Posters and digipacks, I will show them at the end of the video. So, two books. The only disadvantage, well, the only problem with this edition, it's a German edition, so the novel and the huge book are all in German. Here are some artworks in the book, in the novel. The artworks are actually, inspired by the Thing movie, because I suppose when the book was written in the beginning of the 20th century, there were no helicopters. So now to this huge book inside the Thing. Turbine Media is one of the best, Antarctica. Turbine Media is one of the best publishers out there ever, not only in Germany but at all. Their collector's editions are simply jam-packed with two double-sided posters, with some gimmicks, with soundtrack, with cards, and so on and so on. It's you can't compare even Arrow with it. As I said before, there are two versions of it. They released several movies, some movies with this in these editions, beginning, I suppose, with Blues Brothers, with a complete with an extended version, suppose completely remastered. Also, they had several some editions for they had a similar edition for American Werewolf in London, Psycho Legacy, just recently Pitch Black, the first Riddick movie. It's kind of disgusting here. Oh. They also made several editions for Hellraiser trilogy, and often with American Werewolf in London or Riddick, they also released two versions and the same procedure with the very same content. The only difference being the outer box and the digipack, the slipcover of the digipack. They also made a media book version of the Thing with a part of this book as a media book part. So you can get this complete book. You can only get it with the with this collector's edition. They have also two different editions of Hellraiser, but in this case they made really two completely different editions. A 3 media book edition, no 4 media books and a book edition in a hard box, and another box with a digipack and some cards and some posters. Here are some beautiful artworks, poster artworks from all around the world. Japanese one, German one, das Ding. I really appreciate that I didn't use the German name for the German name Ding for the box. Yeah, and here's something about some infos about the prequel, some infos about the comic and the sequel. There was actually a sequel as a computer game, as a PC game. And here's some further infos about the prequel, which is, as I said before, also included in this edition, which is really unfortunate. I don't know why they couldn't also include the original movie, because since here Harbinger Dawn, here it is, from 2015 with Lance Henriksen, with very nice special effects, practical effects, but really low budget and a very, very unprofessionally made story, unfortunately. Wow, that's just crazy. Wow, all this horror stuff. I don't know how YouTube reacts to it. Really unfortunate why, since Thing is also a remake of the movie from the 50s, why they didn't include it in this collection. Probably licensing problems. Yeah, here are the different posters from all around the world. I suppose this is Japanese, this is Russian. Yeah, I suppose, and yeah. Here it is. And here's this US outpost. Like this badge. And now, last but not least, this VHS Range edition. This paper thingy. And this very classical artwork. And I have to admit, it's one of the ugliest posters that I ever saw. Well, the thing has so many beautiful posters, and this is just, well, probably it was the posters what used for the VHS edition back then. And here's this VHS box. As a collector, I suppose a lot of us have some VHS Blu-ray editions. Those things are already a little bit bigger than the actual VHS, and the reason for that is because the discs are bigger than the VHS. They wouldn't fit in a normal size VHS. So now I will show all the storages. Before I do that, at first the posters. This thing also has a poster and a couple of cards. So at first the poster of the Arrow edition with this classical artwork. It's classic artwork. And also, as usual for Arrow, double-sided with the new commissioned artwork. And I have to say, well, it's not, well, it's this crack where they find the UFO, and it's not the best artwork. I think this artwork with the same artwork with the hood would be better, also as a poster, but well, man is the warmest place to hide. So here's the poster of the new Ultra HD 4K edition. It's actually an extended version of the box artwork, of this exclusive artwork. As I showed you in my Escape from New York video, it's similarly made, but well, even Kurt Russell looks very similar, so it looks like a sequel to Escape from New York. Well, and it's not a double-sided, unfortunately. And now the Turbine with 4 big posters this one is horizontal. The Thing, the ultimate Ellen Terror. So since it's a German edition, here is the German poster. The Thing from Another World. Das Ding aus einer anderen Welt. And the text above states that Kurt Russell now hunts the Thing after his escape from New York. Here's the same artwork as on the Arrow edition, but bigger. And here's the other side of it. And here's the poster of VHS Range edition, well, really small poster with the same artwork. Okay, now let's compare all the discs. I just showed you the poster here. Arrow edition, it's an MRA. The new 4K edition, it's an a digipack, like the digipacks of the Turbine editions. And here's this fake VHS. I begin with the MRA. As usual for Arrow, it's a double-sided. So here's one disc with this post artwork, this original commission artwork, and it has a reversible sleeve. And I decided to use the classic artwork and not the newly commissioned artwork. As I said before, it's better than nothing, but it's definitely not the best Arrow edition. Now the digipack of the new 4K Ultra HD edition. Similarly designed as the other editions, as the other John Carpenter editions, like The Fog or Prince of Darkness. Thing, The Thing 4K Ultra HD, The Thing Blu-ray, The Thing from 2011, and the soundtrack is also included, like in the Turbine edition. And here's the inner artwork. And here's the complete digipack artwork. Very nice. Now both digipacks from different, from the classic. Yeah, from the classic, from the classical version and from the modern version. To be honest, I love the classic a little bit more. And the digipacks are also identical, only the slipcover is different. Yeah, the classic artwork is better. And here's this black and white classic movie poster that they use for the modern version. Yeah, like the artwork from the classic edition, from the outer box of the classic edition. And here's the digipack itself. This is before the same digipack for both editions. And this one also has a prequel. The Thing on Blu-ray. Both edition was before 4K Ultra HD was introduced. Bonus features and The Thing. Oh, well, that's the Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing, and that's the prequel. And here's the digipack. Without the discs, anytime, anywhere, anyone. And here is the digipack, the artwork on the other side with this UFO. Very nice. So, and here VHS Range, last but not least, in this cardboard box. And the discs always, that's always a Blu-ray and a DVD version. They are all structured the same. With this VHS, like this VHS real artwork. And here are two additional things. A sticker with MacReady and a bubblegum card. My god, what the hell happened here? With some text. As I said before, the same editions, they were released for Top Gun, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Back to the Future, Blues Brothers, American Werewolf in London, and they also it was HMV exclusive, and HMV also released Mandy, this new movie Mandy, also in this VHS range edition. So, and at last, The Thing from Another World, the original movie, and this bare bones edition. I suppose besides the commentary by John Carpenter, it doesn't have any special features, but it features 3 versions of the original movie: an original black and white version, a remastered black and white version, and a colorized version. Like, for example, I also have the colorized version of King Kong. Those versions were heavily criticized. They were made, I suppose, in the 80s or something, for television mostly. Well, they were heavily criticized because they don't look realistically, but for me, I don't know, it's like a cartoon, so I don't mind them. At least not as long as we have the original black and white version. This movie is way inferior to the remake. It's a rare case where a remake is much better. The movie is also based on Who Goes There novel, but this shape-shifting alien, instead of a shape-shifting alien, you have a monster vegetable. So the new movie is inspired, the remake is inspired by it, and it's one of the most favorite movies of John Carpenter, but it's nowhere near the new movie. So folks, that's my whole The Thing collection. It was a really long video. Now I will show you the complete artwork of The Thing. Well, this box is just a beauty, and here it forms a complete picture. And I always wanted this version, but at first I could only get the classic version. That's the reason why I have both. I decided still to keep both editions. I will see if at some point I get lost one of it. But well, here it's simply incredible. Simply love this artwork style and this monster. Simply great. So folks, let me know in the comments below which of these editions is your favorite. How do you like The Thing? The movie, which is your favorite movie? The Thing from the 50s, the John Carpenter's The Thing, or The Thing from 2011? I pretty much enjoyed the movie and its prequel. To be honest, I still didn't manage to watch the old 50s movie. I'm not the greatest fan of movies from the time period. Leave a thumb up, and till the next time, bye bye.